Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Health and Wellness. Today we're here at Greer's Health and Wellness Center. We're located at 3490 Lexington Avenue North. We're in a professional office building. We're in Suite 230. We're in Shoreview, a suburb of St. Paul. In today's program, this is going to be a series, this is the first series of 5 that we're going to go around the store, and we're just going to talk about different products that we have here in the center. And in today's program, we're going to talk about the Miracle 2 products, but also different skin conditions and illnesses and concerns that people come in our center to talk about. My name is Nellie Greer, and I will be your host tonight. Now, the very first thing that we talk about when a person comes in and they have a skin disorder, or like psoriasis and hives, or rosacea, or eczema, or warts, or skin melanoma, or fungal nail, or just acne, all different skin disorders. The very first thing that we address is by using the Miracle 2 products. The Miracle 2 products is a product that has 7 items within the product line. And what it is it's 2 soaps, 2 neutralizers, a skin lotion, a deodorant, stone, and also a laundry ball. Now, the idea with the soap is, a lot of times what we think about is, when we have a skin disorder, is the very first thing that we think of is to clean it with a loofah or maybe a washcloth and wash it really vigorously to clean off the very dead skin. However, that's not the way to do it. The idea in cleansing the skin is to basically put the soap in the bath water and soak. The longer you soak, the better it is, because the soap and the water tend to do it in a very lighter, without irritating the skin. The Miracle 2 line has the moisturizing soap, which is a personal soap. It's a personal soap that's used for like your hair, to wash your face, to bathe, to do foot wash, to do sit baths, and you can wash your hair. And however, if you use it to wash your hair, if a person colors it, you don't want to use this on your hair because it will fade out the color and it will strip the color. And so you don't want to do that. However, in bathing, what it does, the Miracle soap, it's all natural, has no chemicals. The color green is basically from seaweed, and it's basically minerals, high in magnesium, potassium, calcium, sodium. And so those are the minerals that are essential. Those are the ones that your body needs every day throughout the day. Now, when you bathe with it, all you do is you put a cap of the soap in the bath water, and you use the neutralizer, 2 caps of the neutralizer onto that bath water. You get in and you soak. You soak for 15, 20 to 30 minutes. The idea with that is that the longer you stay in water, the better the cleansing happens. You don't have to scrub because the water and the soap are doing it in a very light, without irritating the skin. The idea is that in other areas where you don't have a rash, or you don't have the skin broken out, you can use the soap and bathe in those areas. However, the areas that are rashy and open sore, you don't want to put the soap directly on there. So once you do the bath, the idea with this is that it actually works in ridding, cleansing, but the idea is that when you soak for a period of 15 to 20 to 30 minutes, the idea is that you absorb 2 quarts of that bath water in removing the very bad and taking in the good. So once you've done that, you rinse, You get out and then you pat dry. You don't dry yourself so hard. You just pat your skin lightly, and once you've done that, then the gel is actually applied. The gel actually is it's actually 4 times the concentration of the neutralizer liquid. Where you use this in the bath water, now you use the gel applied on the skin. And in areas where a person has a rash that's very red, by the time you've done the bath, now you have more of a, it's almost kind of like a loofah effect has happened, and a lot of that is scaly. So the idea is by using the gel, you don't want to rub it hard, you just want to apply it lightly. And the idea by doing that, you actually, with the coconut husk that's in here, it'll actually get rid of the dead skin. Now, the idea is that you want to glaze it over and allow the skin to take it in. As time goes by, the more and more you apply the gel, the more and more you do the baths, the skin will start losing that dead skin all on its own. You don't want to pick it, you don't want to do anything to it, allow it to happen all on its own. Now the idea with the products is that they're very high in energy, very high in minerals, so because of that, it actually helps the body to create better circulation, balance the pH, because normally when you have a skin disorder is basically that your body's too acidic, and we want to bring that to more of an alkaline state. And how we do that is we end up putting the neutralizer liquid, 10 drops in every glass of water. Now I do want to say that we have the Miracle 2 plus 2, which means that we have more minerals in the regular product. And also, we also have more minerals in the gel. And the idea with that is because we work with folks that are very, very sick, you're just not doing it just as a feely good effect. We need more and more of the minerals in order to get better results and quicker. Now the idea with in drinking is that by drinking 10 drops in a glass of water, but also doing many glasses of water throughout the day, you're actually filtering and getting rid of the acid that you have internal. And what you want to do and how you check with pH is so that you know exactly where you're sitting at, is by taking a pH strip and doing a urine test. You do that in the morning, you pick one day, so you do it in the morning upon rising, first morning's void, and at the end of that day, at nighttime before you go to bed, you do another urine test, and that is your last before bedtime. The reason why we do that is the morning one tells us what your nighttime was, what your body was doing through repair time, recovering. The one that you take at night tells us what your day was like, and it tells us what you did as far as supplements, your diet, and if you tapped into making those numbers that were low in the beginning of the day, raising it to more of an alkaline state. It's important, and that is what lets us know that you're doing things right, or maybe it's dietary, or maybe it's just that you have an ongoing acidity that actually ammonia has set in onto an acid condition. And that is pretty serious, because it'll take you much longer, but that kind of lets us know, depending on what conditions you're working with, be it heart or be it skin disorders or maybe liver issues or acne, or that lets us know why that is happening. And also programming, exactly letting you know that maybe the food that you're consuming on a day-to-day basis, it's what's really lending itself to that disorder. So now we have done the baths. We take the neutralizer, know that we take 2 caps to 1 cap of soap. We put that in the bath. We wash, we soak, remaining time. We're taking in 2 quarts of that water, taking it in, so that future is that we feel so much better. We feel lighter because a lot of the acid, a lot of the chemicals and the toxins have been removed. I had a story about, and I said this story about this one woman that I went to her art studio, and she ended up doing, she said that her legs were hurting really bad, and we went to her studio, and I couldn't even go through all the way into her place. I had to stay out in the hallway because her place was so toxic, and it was because of her acrylic paints. But the idea was that once she did the baths, when I explained to her what she had and how to do the baths, and when she did the foot baths and she did her bath, she said that she understood as to why I told her to keep the water, not to drain the water right away, and to allow it to sit for 2 hours. And when she did that, once after 2 hours she drained the water, all the acrylic paints were in her tub. She went in there, she couldn't believe. Now she understood as to what she was housing. And that is what happens to us. We house a lot of the chemicals, the toxins that we breathe, what's in our food, what's in our waters, the things that we apply on. It's like we apply deodorants, we use perfumes, we use shampoos, we do hairsprays, we do all these different things. We get all these toxins, also additives and preservatives from food, and that is what we're housing. This product helps us to be able to cleanse the body, internal and out. So now what we do is we drink the neutralizer. We can actually put 2 caps in a gallon of spring water, and we don't have to put 10 drops each and every time in every glass, because we've already fixed a gallon with the 2 caps, and that water's prepared, and you can just take from that all day long. The idea is that it's not just 1 glass of water. You have to drink many glasses of water, and you have to drink half of your body weight in ounces. So if you're 150 pounds, know that you have to take at least 75 to 80 ounces of water. So the idea is that that is what's going to flush the system. Okay, now let's say that we have allergies, that we have runny noses, and we have stuffy nose, or we have a headache, or we have strep, or we have thrush, or we have problems with our gums and teeth. We can actually help with just using the gel. I'm going to show you a lot of the different ways that you can apply the gel in remedying all those different issues. Now, to brush your teeth, if you have bleeding gum sensitivity, you can actually put some of the gel onto your toothbrush and put 1 to 2 drops of the soap onto the brush and brush your teeth. Not only will it clean your teeth, it will actually help the sensitivity. It will help with any bleeding gum, with any receding. The gel and the soap is done for brushing your teeth, cleaning your tongue. It will actually kill whatever bacteria is in your mouth, and it'll make everything feel so much better. Minerals is what detoxifies. Minerals is what's in our food. Minerals are in the product, and so that is for your teeth. Now let's say that you have allergies. You can actually put the neutralizer water onto, just fill it kind of halfway with straight neutralizer liquid, and you can actually unlock this and do your nose 1-1, and that'll shoot it right up. And generally allergies, all it is that you have fungal, you have candida sitting here in your T form, and what it is, it actually affects your ears as well. So when you spray this, it goes all the way up and it ventures off to all the areas and eating away all the very candida. This is actually what we do for allergies, for your nose. Now, that's one form. And kids, they're doing this already, and a lot of times it's all medication. This is not something that's natural, and it's actually better for you. Now we also have the spray bottle. Now the spray bottle, again, neutralizer water in the spray bottle. And what you do this, if you have allergies, itchy eyes, scratchy, dry sockets, if you have cataracts, you can actually take the neutralizer here, just fill it halfway, or just, you know, a little bit of the way, and then just spray your eyes morning, afternoon, dinner, and bedtime. By doing that, you get rid of protein or calcium. No, it's protein. They're floaters. Anyway, what it is this will actually cancel out, dissolve whatever is on the eyes. If you have sty, it'll actually dissolve them. If you have a little growth, like a little gangling cyst, by spraying your eyes where the neutralizer settles on the eyelid, and then after you're done, you can put some of the gel and put it on your face. That actually will take care of any gangling cysts, any sty. But the neutralizer actually also works for rosacea, and it also works in if you have like psoriasis or eczema around your hairline, on your nape area, around your ears. You put some of the gel and it actually gets rid of it. It actually eats away on the candida that's working on the layers of the skin. The gel is very good, but it works very quickly. You put it on, and the very first time you put it on, it neutralizes and it brings the red to more neutral, and it's more skin tone. And once you do that, right away you go, okay, I get it, and you want to do it again and again. And the more you do it, the better your skin heals. The other thing that the gel is used for is as a sun blocker. Now, you probably are using SP 15 or 30 or 45 or 50. Guess what? This, if you were to use it before you put your makeup, you actually can, after you put this on, you wait a bit, put your moisturizing lotion on, and then you can actually put your makeup on. You can go out and you can go out in the sun, not to worry. You will be protected. You will get all the good of the sun, but all the bad is being canceled out. However, when you come in, wash your face, do the gel again, because the minute you do that, whatever sun you took in, next day you're tan. You won't be red. For kids, this is perfect. It's better than putting all those chemicals, because what causes cancer is the fact that you're using those chemicals that are in the SP 15, 30, and 45, and it's baking it in. And the other thing is that you're not taking in the sun that you need so much in order to balance your hormones. And that is the reason why you become depressed, because you're not taking the D3 from the sun. So the idea is that when you use the gel, it actually assists in allowing your body to take in the good of all, but blocking all the bad. So the idea is the gel can be used for many, many different ways. The gel also can be used as a deodorant. The very first thing you do after your bath, when you pat dry, is to put your gel in all areas. If you put it on your face and your neck, it tightens your skin. It actually, whatever acne you had, whatever rash just happened, it'll be canceled out. By next day, you look and it's gone. You can use it as a deodorant. And by doing the deodorant, what you want to do is you want to take some, put it on, and then shortly after that you want to take the crystal salt, and then you want to do the salt, crystal salt, and you kind of circle it and go side to side, and you count up to 10, and that is enough of the deodorant to be able to assist. Together they work perfectly. It's like the gel. It actually allows the body to detox and to get rid of the, like you sweat, but it actually neutralizes so it doesn't hurt the skin. And the crystal salt actually kills the bacteria and the smell. and the scent. So the idea is they work good together. Now once that's done, once you've done the gel, you want to follow it up with the lotion, because once you start doing this, there's so much magnesium in the neutralizer and so much minerals that helps you to detoxify the body. You want to be able to put lotion on the skin in order to balance the skin. So one tightens and firms the skin and detoxifies, and the other one just goes and balances it out. So the idea is that when you do the gel and the gel sits on your skin, as you perspire, the sweat stays on your skin. Acid, it causes a rash if it stays there, but because you have the gel, it actually neutralizes it. The lotion then, with the coconut, avocado, apricot, and also vitamin E, it's all the good omega fats that you need for skin. So your skin drinks it up. It doesn't stay on the surface. It drinks it up, and it actually assists deep in the skin. So the idea is, you know, Clayton once said, and when we did an interview with Clayton, his skin was amazing, and he was about 66 years old at the time, and his skin was beautiful. So the idea is that this is all he used. So the idea is that these products are simple, they're not complicated, they are natural, chemically free, scent free, but there's many uses for it. It's not just for personal use. The soap can be done to wash your dishes. It can be done to wash your clothes. It can be used to wash your fruits and veggies, your meats. So when you get chicken, fish, you can actually take some of the soap, rub your hands, wash your meat or your chicken or fish. You can actually put it in a Tupperware and put your veggies in there and squirt a little bit of soap, and also just agitate the water a little bit, let the veggies sit there, and within 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, you can go in there and all the dirt has gone down. It has cleansed it, and all you have to do is empty it out, rinse it, and let it dry, and you can spray with the neutralizer, and now you have made an inorganic product. You can make it organic by spraying it with the neutralizer. So many different ways. But now the skin, I just wanted to say, it helps a person that is going through conditions like a rash, psoriasis, hives, candida, fungal nail. The candida, it does help the body to detoxify, rosacea, warts, skin cancer, skin melanoma. It targets a lot of different cellulitis. It covers a lot of different skin rashes, shingles, keloids. Now I want to talk a little bit about keloids. Keloids is actually a new one. It's where you get these little bumps. These products also work on skin tags. It actually works on brown spots, age spots, liver spots. It works on, keloids are like skin tags but a little bit bigger, longer, and they're kind of like they're located on your chest, and they're located on the back. Young kids are getting this. It is amazing. I saw this and I thought it was dirt, but it wasn't dirt. It had all these little spots on, and that is what keloids is. Our kids are getting illnesses and are getting disorders and are getting conditions that nobody, you know, got back in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. There are things that are being developed so much now, and the ones that are getting it are the kids. Our diet lends itself to that. So we need to somehow fix it up, make sure that the kids' diet is a little better, separating all this fast food and also carbonation drinks and sugary juices. And juices are good, but I think that eating the fruit itself is better than drinking the juice. And if so, having so that it's not so much laden with sugar. Another thing I was going to say is that whenever you are working with a skin disorder and the skin is raw, open, do not scrub it. Let the soap be in other areas. Let the water do the cleansing. Only put the gel so that you're putting the gel on and you're just letting the skin take it in without massaging it really hard. It is that is what's gonna make things heal quick when you don't irritate it, when you allow the skin to detoxify, to exfoliate on its own. I was going to say also that we have a laundry ball. Like I said, there are 7 products to the line, and the laundry ball, it has many different uses, and it has the soap and it has a neutralizer in it. And when you use it in your laundry, for anyone that has allergies and can't use soap, these soaps are really good for anyone that has allergies. However, if you want to be able to rid the soap that's in your clothes present, then this is what you want to do. You want to throw this in your washing machine and put your clothes in there, and then what you do is you allow the wash to happen. You can open the lid and you will see that there is soap happening and you didn't put no soap in there, because this is actually drawing the soap from the clothes and it's working it out. Now it's using that soap to wash that load. For every time you put another piece of clothing in there, it's going to use the soap that's remained in that piece of clothing. So keep using this until once that's all done and you open the lid and there is no soap going on, no lather, then you start using a cap or 2 of this soap onto your wash and the laundry ball. So that is one way of doing in ridding your clothes of all the bad soaps. Now, the other way of using this is to put it in your tub. And by doing it in the tub, what you do is you actually create a lymphatic treatment. And by doing so, all you do is just do that and work it so that you're doing a lymph treatment. When you do this in water, what you're doing is you're creating a little stimulation in the lymph in releasing the toxins. You know, a lot of time in losing weight, it's because the toxins, you're holding so much toxins in the lymph. The minute that you stimulate the lymphatic, guess what? The weight comes off, because that is like your draining effect in ridding of the toxins that you're holding. More and more so in all areas. You go through your whole body. On your neck, you can do it on your head, you can do it on the neck, you can do it on your arms, shoulders, back, legs, feet. You can roll it on top of the feet, you can roll it on the bottom, through the sides of the legs, on both sides, in and out, on top. When you get done, you see all these little dots. They're like little red dots, and that is where you've actually caused the blood to assist. And when you do that, when you get done with that bath, your body is like tingly all over, and it's almost like a chelation effect. It's like your body is energized, and you don't want to do the lymphatic treatment at night because you will not be able to sleep. I've done that, and I've done it at night, and I have not been able to sleep, and I knew that that's what it was. However, I didn't think it was going to be that great of a treatment, but it truly is. And so this is something you want to do in the daytime. And so this is a way of using the laundry ball and do it in the lymphatic treatment. And for anyone that has issues with legs where stagnation, blockages have happened, you can do the laundry ball, therapeutic ball on the legs, and rubbing it up and down on the legs, on the knees. It'll actually release the toxins it'll stimulate the lymphatic so that anything that's stagnant the blockages, everything will be opened up. This is actually a therapeutic ball. It's also a laundry ball, and this comes with this program. Now, I also wanted to talk about cellulitis. That is where your feet become very red, so much so that it's a different color to the other one. I mean, I've seen people where they have so much retention, lack of circulation, and it starts to get almost like purple. And in a case like that, you want to do your foot bath. You want to soak your feet in, like get a big, you know, bucket or something that you can actually put your legs in, so that the water rises up to maybe past your calves, and then soak your feet for like 30 to an hour. And by doing that, when you do that, you will feel the water retention leave, the swellingness go down. You will actually feel circulation, and once you do that, then you put the gel. You will be able to feel like you feel your legs again, your feet again. And I have had people do this where they jump up and they go, I can't believe I can feel my feet again. And this is a product that actually will save you from having any amputation done to your toes and your feet. Diabetics do very good with this product, because that is one of the things that they have issues with. People with candida is another. A lot of skin disorders on legs, a lot of blockages, a lot of retention of water, a lot of fungal nail, a lot of the nails where they just they lose their nails. And this product actually can save. It can help you in detoxifying, and once you do that, there is a kit for every condition, meaning that this is like the beginning of what you take in order to cleanse. However, if you have psoriasis, there's a cream that goes with that. So if and when a person has psoriasis, then what happens is you take the 7 things, and then you have like a cream that says psoriasis, which means that you end up doing this, you end up doing the gel after the bath. You also do the gel even on a time that, let's say that you bathe in the morning, you don't bathe or shower at night, that's okay. You still put the gel on again at night, and you still do the lotion. And if it's psoriasis that you have, then you would use that morning and night. Now, if and when you let's say that you shower at night, well then you do the program at night, and then in the morning before you put your socks on or whatever, in all the areas of concern, you put the gel on, you put the lotion, and you put the cream on again. It has to be done twice a day, because you don't want to allow those patches, those areas, to be left to dry. The minute it starts to dry, guess what? Then it starts to itch. So throughout the day, you want to carry this with you, so that in the course of the day, when you go to scratch, don't scratch. Put the gel on, just glaze it on there, and let it just seep in. It right away cancels out the itchiness, and it'll actually follow, so that it pushes up whatever cream you did already. It'll move it down on the skin. So the idea is the gel is something that you can do again and again. The other thing too, I was going to say, prostate issues for men. We do the sit baths. We have them do the sit baths. After that, they end up using the neutralizer, and that's done for so that it reduces the swellingness, so that they don't have to wake up so much at night going to the bathroom. Now that is, it can be done. It's best for diabetics. It's good for people that have prostate issues, that have candida issues, that have rosacea, hives, shingles. Now shingles, I will tell you, before the shingles get really bad, before they become very painful, when you see these little dots, start doing the neutralizer and start doing your baths. It'll cancel it out, it'll start to heal it, and within time you won't be affected, it won't bother you, and so shingles is it's a big one too. Rosacea, also there's a condition, like I talked about the keloids. The keloids, you need this, but there is a soap that's zinc. It's a zinc soap that you need that has oats and some other stuff in it that you need to wash extra. It's almost like you wash with this to create a lather, but you need the zinc soap in order to get rid of the keloids, because the keloids are like something that's like a growth that needs to be scrubbed a little bit with the zinc soap. Then we also have the eczema. That's actually, that eczema is actually like patchy white, itchy, scaly, and we go through the same program, but we use the eczema cream or ointment for that. So so every skin condition has a certain cream that follows up. For the skin fungal nail, we have a fungal nail treatment, which actually when you get done with the bath, you get done with the gel and the lotion, what you want to do is on the bed of the nail, you want to do the skin, the fungal nail cream. So those are all the different ways that we can use it. For anyone that has the ganglion cysts, can be treated with these products. There's an additional thing that's done with the ganglion cysts, and we'll talk about it because we're going to talk about different things as we go. The red clay is one of the things that we've talked about in prior shows, and red clay is a must if you're doing anything with shingles, if you're doing anything with diabetics, do really good with it. Ganglion cysts, polyps, hemorrhoids. So clay, the red clay works really good with the skin disorders as well. So that is, and acne is a big one too. And acne, when you have acne and you start to heal the acne, now you have these marks all over your face. And there is a cream that we use that we use as far as a collagen base, and also a cream that's called Pentaxel, and that tends to treat the skin and reformulating and helping the skin to generate new tissue, but also the collagen is actually stimulates your own collagen growth, so now you have a nice smooth finish. But this is something that you want to stay with, and there are other things that you end up inputting. One of the things that I talk about too is when you start to work with the Miracle 2 products, know that this is +2. Our line is +2. We have more minerals in our product than the original. This is a +2 product. And for washing your carpets chemically free, you don't have to open your windows. This actually, by using the soap and neutralizer in your rug cleaner, it'll clean it the best. If your bedding, if you have issues that you have acne going on, that you feel that when you lay down, whatever side of your face or whatever, it's getting red and you get up and you have a little rash, is due to the chemicals that are in your soap that's washing your bedding. So what if I was to tell you that if you use 2 caps of this and you put all your pillowcases and your sheets and your blankets, it'll wash everything clean from all that. You'll be able to rest and sleep peacefully without interruptions of all dealing with all the chemicals that are in your sheets and blankets. And the other thing, also is that it will actually keep the bugs away, because the soap actually kills bugs, dust mites and spiders, whatever comes in contact with you. It won't stay because it doesn't like this frequency that's in the soap product. So, and it's all natural, but it's good for us, but it's bad for them. Also, you can actually use it for your curtains, to clean your walls, to clean your bathroom. If when you bathe with this, it's amazing. You will never have to clean your tub again, because you'll never have a ring around your tub. Now, most people say, well, that was my dirt, but it really isn't. It's the dirt is the grease that's in your bar soap that's causing that ring around the tub. This doesn't have any animal fat. It doesn't have any grease, and so because of that, you don't have to wash the tub, because you'll never have a ring around the tub. However, if a person smokes, if a person has been, let's say, outdoors doing stuff, your water is going to turn dark. It'll turn black. For smokers, it does that. You will be able to detoxify. You will be able to blow your nose and you'll get rid of tar. You will start to spit black, and it's because it actually detoxifies. So these are all the different ways of using the Miracle 2 products. It is one of the things that it flushes the system. It's good for babies. It's even good for colicky babies. You know, when babies are born, sometimes they don't have enzyme. They don't have enough enzymes, and that is what causes colic. And so what if I was to tell you that if you put a couple of drops in the formula, a couple of drops in their water, it'll get rid of that colic effect. They'll be okay. Their stomach will be okay. A lot of times is that they can't process the milk, or they're intolerant, or they don't have the protein to, or the enzyme to assimilate or break down the protein in the milk. And I mean, they're predisposed already with minus of the enzymes. So now by giving him or her, the baby, neutralizer in the formula, it'll help them to sleep and be able to deal with the colic effect. Also, for rashes for the babies, it works really great. There's so many different uses, you know. For people that have sty, for people that have allergies, you can actually take a Q-tip, take some of the gel, swipe it on the inside of your nose, and guess what? All of a sudden, you don't sneeze, you don't have allergies, you're okay. The other thing you can put, if you have an ear infection, you can take some of the gel and swipe it in your ear, and it'll get rid of earache. It's amazing the many uses. It's amazing how simple it is, and how you can overcome and not do all the things that are in the market. These 7 products will do so many things. It will downsize all the many products. I mean, it's like deodorant, shampoo, soaps. For the kitchen, you can use this for your dishes. You can use it for your floor, for your food, you can actually soak your beans with the neutralizer instead of baking soda as well. So I've done that. And and another thing. Let's just say this happened to a person in the car, a friend. His wife said that he was eating a burger and some of the ketchup fell on his white shirt, and he was all upset because, you know, he was trying to eat as he was driving. But however, his wife ended up had the neutralizer, sprayed it, and took care of it. It just took the stain right out, the ketchup stain. It took it right out with the neutralizer. Done. If and when, and this I've done, where the kids, you know, come home and they have these shirts, and the deodorant that they're using is so stiffy, and they've actually wrecked their shirts. Well, I have taken the shirt and I have actually taken the neutralizer in a spray bottle, and I have pre-soaked the underarms from that deodorant that's been crusted on there. And I pre-washed it. I ended up spraying it once, and I kind of worked it. I sprayed it again, and I worked it again. I left, came back, did it again, and guess what? 3 to 4 times did that. I let it just stay there for a little bit, like 15 to a half hour. Came back and put it in the wash, and when it was done, it was like all the deodorant, the crustedness and dry that was in the clothes went right out. It's like all done, and cleaned it. So you can, it saves for stains. You don't have to use that product that's in the market. You can actually use neutralizer in the spray, and it does the same work, and chemically free. So the idea is that that is the different things on the Miracle 2 products. There isn't anything that you're going through, that you're working with, that you can't work with these 7 products. The idea is that they work synergistically, they work together. So when you do a soap, know that you need to follow it up with the gel. Know that the gel does the neutralizing, but it needs the lotion in order to balance the skin out. I had this customer that had he had put fiberglass for heating in his house, and he was in there, and his whole face was just red. So I told him right then to just put some of the neutralizer, and we have a mirror over there. So I told him, I said, put it on again, don't rub it hard, go in the mirror and take a look. From being red, he put it on, he looked in the mirror, and he could not believe how in that span of time it went from red to neutral. And so that is how fast this product works. It's not like magic, it's just that you're inputting the very right ingredients without the disturbances of other chemicals and also fragrances. This product works for anyone that has any allergies of whatever. And I think I've covered much of it, but I wanted to also state for people, and I know because there's a lot of folks that have called me on this, we have for hot tubs, I've been asked again and again to give the formula for the hot tubs and for the pools. And for shocking the pools, to shock the pool, you want to add 4 ounces of the Miracle soap and 4 ounces of the neutralizer. So you want to use 4 ounces of the soap, 4 ounces of the Miracle neutralizer, and you're going to put it into a gallon of distilled water. Now what you're going to do is, once you mix that, you sort of tilt the water up and down, you know, so that all of it is mixed in there good. Once that's done, you're going to walk around the edge of the pool to evenly pour the mixture into the pool. You're going to run the pool pump to circulate the water for at least 1 hour. You're going to test the pH and adjust it as needed. Now, to maintain the pool, you're going to add 1 ounce of the soap and 1 ounce of the neutralizer liquid to a gallon of distilled water, and you're going to do the very same thing, tilt it up, down, so that it's mixed, and then you're going to pour the mixture weekly directly into the pool while the pump is running. You're going to test the water's pH measurements after and between weekly maintenance applications. If water tests too acid, use 1 ounce of the Miracle neutralizer. And if the water test is too alkaline, you're going to use a cup of white vinegar. You're going to retest and adjust the pH as needed by adding additional Miracle 2 neutralizer or the vinegar. So, for anybody that wants that information, you can ask me for it and I will give it to you. Now, now that's for the pool. Now for the hot tub, we have where you can start by adding 11 ounces of the neutralizer and only a half teaspoon of the regular soap. The reason why you do that is because you don't want to use a lot of the soap, otherwise you'll have a lot of bubbles. The neutralizer won't do that, but the soap will. So that's why you only do a half a teaspoon of this to 11 ounces of the neutralizer. And you can then maintain your tub by adding one capful of the neutralizer to a half a teaspoon of the regular soap every 10 days. That is how you maintain. Now that is one way, because I'll tell you that for anyone that uses a pool a lot, or if you visit the the community centers or the Y or any place that you go to swim, know that the chlorine does affect you. It does work on if you have allergies, if you have asthma, you do house that all those chemicals. So the idea is that it does affect you. So the very principle is that when you leave the place, you want to shower that chlorine off. But then when you get home, you want to do your bath or you want to do your shower so that you're able to rid of that chlorine that you just, you did. However, I want to tell you that when you bathe for 30 minutes, know that you soak up 2 quarts of the good. Now know that when you're swimming and you are in water in chlorine, know that the very same thing is being done. So, just wanted to point that out. Now, we have a foamer, and the foamer is, these soaps are very highly concentrated. So what you want to do is, so that you don't use so much of it and you only need a little bit. But however, sometimes people tend to use this and they use a lot of it. Know that you can actually take one part of the soap, so you can fill one part like this of the soap. Then what you want to do, you want to take the neutralizer and do 2 parts of this, so you fill it up to there, and then the rest of it you do with water. And that then is all mixed, and when you use to do the shower or bath, you can just do that and do it on your body, or you can actually do that on a loofah or a washcloth and wash. You'll have enough soap. If you are going to do it in your bath water, you want to just run it through running water so you'll have bubbles. I know my grandson loves using the soap. It's one of the things he always calls us for. He always says, "Grandma, I need some more soap." And he really likes it. So I just wanted to state that there are many, many uses for this. It realize that when you change over from the deodorant that you're using, which has aluminum chloride, which is not good because it seals your skin. It seals your pores from allowing the sweat to leave the body, and that's the body's way of detoxifying. The stone will do as good or better than that deodorant that you're using present. And you'll be amazed as to how much better you feel by ridding all the chemicals, by ridding of all the scents. And you know, we have essential oils that if it's scent that you are driven, you can actually take lavender and put it in your bath water as you're bathing, as you're soaking, and you can put it in your soap. You can put lavender in there, or you can put whatever fragrance you like in there. We have that. So that way there you make your own fragrance, but the fragrance that you have is good, and it won't affect any allergy effect or anything. So these are all products that we have in the center. Our next program is going to be so that we walk over that way, and we'll be working with more of the very things like the digestive health, which actually is important in incorporating the probiotics. And we're going to talk about the MSM and the vitamin C and the hemp hearts, which are really good omegas, and your greens, which are all in one, your flax lignans, which the The flax are very hormonal balancing, and it helps with cholesterol balancing, lowering it, and also in balancing hormones and blood sugar. So every week we're going to talk about something else. We'll venture off to the teas and the tinctures, and more of the different ointments and creams, because for all different skin conditions there is a cream that goes with it. I didn't want to talk about too many creams because I wanted to basically talk about the very principle, the most important thing, which is cleansing, but cleansing the right way and addressing the balance of the pH and flushing the system, and being able to clean the body good and detoxifying it to create better circulation and also oxygen, because this does work in putting oxygen back into the system. So I hope that for anyone that would like more information on and talking further on the Miracle 2 products, or maybe if a friend gave you this product and you got it and you were using it a little but you didn't have all the information, we do have a video that we also send you home with it. So for anyone that wants that video, they can come in and we can talk further, and the video is a small fee for it. So and that way there you can learn about it more. And we also have paper information and brochures that we can give you so that you can see all the different ways that you can use this product. For more information, you can call us at 651-486-0525, or you can come into our center at 3490 Lexington Avenue North, Suite 230, and we're in Shoreview. And for more information, just give us a call, and we're always here. We'd love to see you. Thank you so much.